Hey everybody there, it's Krazy Redz here. I kind of wanted to talk a little bit today about impeachment. Yeah, impeachment seems to be the big word of the day around these parts nowadays and on social media, of course. I'm sure everyone is aware of the fact that the Congress, with a slight majority and a partisan coup, have impeached our president, which now means the Senate must have a trial to decide whether or not to completely take the president out of office, and to really impeach him. So the Congress doing it is just kind of like just a smear on his record. If the Senate does it, then it happens for really real. Okay, for all of those of you who are still stuck in Baby Yoda land. Okay. He's not really impeached yet or fired until the Senate does it. And just to not pick sides, okay? What I'm noticing right now in our today, January whatever it is, 26th, regardless of whether you're Republican and you're for Trump, or if you're a Democrat and you're a liberal, whatever, and you want to see the president impeached, no matter whose side you're on, the status quo now is that the other side is fucking crazy. So if you're a Trump supporter, as far as liberals are concerned, you're fucking insane. You are nuts to think that, wanting to investigate corruption in the Ukraine, and then calling it a quid pro quo when Joe Biden did the exact same thing during his administration. You're insane. Okay, and the same thing if you're a Trump supporter, some liberal comes at you with like all this stuff. The Trump supporter, same thing. You're fucking insane. So both sides now are insane according to the other side. And both sides are corrupt according to the other side. And both sides are covering things up according to the other side. Okay, so I think both sides are fucking crazy. I think both sides are covering things up. And I think both sides are probably guilty of something. How does this affect us? How does this change things in America? I really just see it as a big waste of taxpayers' money on a shit show. Now, personally, I think the Democrats have shot themselves in the face with this whole impeachment thing. I think it's pretty obvious that the Republican Senate is going to acquit him fully and throw it all out. And we'll be looking at 4 more years of Trump 2020. And a lot of conservatives now are really tightening up and they're going to go vote straight Republican come 2020. And so don't be surprised if this backfires in the Democrats' faces and we get a full conservative swing in the voting polls come November 2020. And yeah, granted, states like California and New York may definitely go for the Democrat. Bernie Sanders is probably most likely going to be the main candidate. In fact, I would be surprised if we saw a Bernie Tulsi Gabbard ticket, which could actually very well be the ticket. That could be the ticket that beats the Trumpinator. But Joe Biden ain't doing it, and neither is anybody else. So for the Democrats, Bernie's your best bet, and putting Tulsi in there as VP, I think would be the clincher, because then when Bernie dies from old age, then you get the first female president in a total of JRK, whatever, hey, whatever, read your history books. But anyway, that's my gist on impeachment, man. Both sides are fucking nuts, and we're crazy for allowing this charade to go on any longer. We should just really have a revolution in this country and rebuild our government. But to do that would mean the entire infrastructure of our country